Now it's become apparent to me that I'm quite the fan of films that make you feel uncomfortable. Like, when you come out of the cinema, or if you're watching at home when the credits roll and you've got a sort of taste in your mouth and you sort of feel uncomfortable. I love those kind of films. So I'm going to be talking about I've chosen 6 films which I saw, and they're all not happy films, to put it lightly. So these are some films that I've seen over the past couple of weeks, and whether I would recommend them, I probably wouldn't recommend them because they're not exactly for everybody. But these are some films I've been watching, and so yeah, I'm going to kick off with Martyrs, it's a French film. It's part of the new wave of French horror which is on at the moment, which I'm quite a fan of. Basically, this is quite a recent film. I think it's only a couple of years old, and now I've got quite a strong heart and quite a strong stomach. Not many films scare me, but this really, really affected me. I thought it was absolutely brilliant, but I might hesitate to watch it again. It was that intense. It's basically, to put the plot, give you a quick plot. It opens up with a young teenage girl. She's running through the streets of France, and she's in a bad way, and she gets taken in and is looked after by a psychiatric ward, and then some time passes, and now she's a young woman, and she tries to set out and find her captors and tries to seek revenge, and it doesn't go according to plan, basically. That's all I'm going to say, because I don't want to give anything away, because you need to, basically, it's brutal. If you're a fan of brutal films, watch it. It's brilliant, but you need quite a strong heart to watch it. So that's Martyrs. Second one is Italian horror film from the 70s. It's called Suspiria, and I watched this quite a few years ago, but I had watched it in sort of bits and pieces. I didn't watch it all the way through. Yeah, really, if you're basically, this is a perfect film. If you're a fan of sort of gore, vampires, and sort of 70s campness, it's perfect for this. It's basically, to give you a short plot. It's hard to give you whole stories, because most of these have like really sort of twist endings and sort of like key moments that you don't want to spoil. But basically, the simple plot is an American tourist goes to, I think it's Italy. I think it's Italy, or it might be Germany. She goes to a different country, and she's invited to this ballet house where they do ballet, and she gets a bit suspicious about the staff there, and yeah, things don't go too good. But the ending is really creepy. So yeah, and apparently they're remaking this next year. Don't know how I feel about that. But yes, if you're a fan of sort of vampire, gothic, gore, camp 70s films, then you might well like this. Now the next one is there's a film, a Belgian film called Funny Games. Now I couldn't get hold of that particular one. I got hold of the American remake. Now this is actually apparently a shot-for-shot remake. So every single line of dialogue, every single scene is done exactly the same, except translated into English. It's done by the same director, and I couldn't find the original one, so I watched the American one. So, but this really disturbed me, and it was like I didn't want it to, but it did. And it has Tim Roth in it, and he plays a character that is completely a non-Tim Roth character. He plays a very vulnerable character in this, which is quite refreshing to see. Yeah, so just going to give you a basic plot. It's a family, and these two young lads come round to their house and basically do weird stuff to them, and that's all I can really say about this, because there's quite a few twists in this one as well. Weirdest soundtrack ever in a film I've ever come across. It's like sort of a mixture between screamo and opera. So yeah, but apart from the music, it's pretty good if you like being disturbed. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I would suggest watching the original. I haven't seen it though, so I can't really say, but this is good. I fully enjoyed this. Well, I say enjoyed, you know what I mean. Now, the next one is another part of the French New Wave of horror. It's called Inside. And this stars Beatrice Dalle, and who is a really weirdly stunning actress from France, and she's got a really unique look about her. I mean, she's beautiful, but if you saw her, you'd recognise her. But she plays a really key part in this role. And also Alison Paradis, who is Vanessa Paradis, Mrs. X Johnny Depp sister. Basically, if you are a fan of films that are short, this film's only about an hour and a half, I think, not even that. If you're a fan of films that are short, gory, quick and brutal, you will love this. I have never seen so much blood in my life in a film. And it got to a point where some scenes I was just like, oh come on, that can never happen. It's just basically one big bloodbath, which I wasn't expecting. I thought it'd be sort of psychological thriller. It's not. It's just one big bloodbath. So if you're a fan of gore, you will love this. Whether I enjoyed it, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm okay with gore, but when gore gets a bit too much, I'm kind of like, oh come on, that would never happen in real life. But it's kind of like, I think it's a good boys film. It's like short and brutal, and basically what the story is that Alison, I can't remember the names. Sarah, who is Alison Paradis, she is pregnant, and she's involved in the car crash, and she worries about the baby, but the baby survives. She's still pregnant with the baby, and this woman, where is she? Oh, it doesn't say her name. I can't remember her name. Basically, the Beatrice Dalle character comes around and tries to every way she can to steal the baby from her. I mean, while the baby's still inside her, hence the reason inside. She'll do anything she can to get it out of her. Obviously, getting the baby out of her involves being a bit brutal. And it's revealed in the film why she wants the baby and all that. Yeah, so not for everyone, in fact not for most people, but if you're a fan of blood and guts and just good fun horror, then check this out.